Hey friends, today I'm coming to you with a celebration. I want to celebrate something with you. It's a victory for me. So I'm going to celebrate, but I want to help you understand what the challenge was and why it's so important. So today I'm celebrating that my kitchen table has remained clutter-free for 12 days in a row. Okay, and why is that a big deal, right? So it's a big deal because one of the things that I have continued to work on is removing clutter from my life in various ways. I've talked about that in my videos before. Clutter is a big deal. And this felt like the final piece that I wanted to bring together was how do I eliminate the clutter from entering my kitchen space? So whether it's the counter, whether it's the table, whether it's the credenza, how do I stop it from happening? Because what do we know about clutter? Clutter just becomes a pile of this and a pile of that, and it just keeps growing, right? And then we get to the place where we can't handle it anymore, so what happens? We explode. And I wanted to eliminate that whole pattern from my life. And so it's been a work in progress. I have been working on personal growth for myself for probably the last 15 years, but really very intensely over the last 12 to 24 months. And what I want you to know about personal growth is that, number one, personal growth is not an overnight shift. You don't just wake up the next day being someone different. I have a vision for who I am and who I want to continue to grow into being. I'm not going to become her overnight. This is the journey. Okay, so the personal growth, there's a lot of shifts that happen over the course of time. And as a human, you get to decide how long do you want those shifts to take. And for me, I didn't want them to take forever. That's why I hired a coach. And partly also because I didn't know how to get to where I wanted to be. I didn't know how to get to this place right now without the help from someone else. And so personal growth results in small shifts. And I've been having and experiencing a lot of small shifts lately. And my kitchen table is just one. So I'm making a big deal out of it because it's actually a really big deal. So the small shifts are actually big shifts. And that's what I want you to understand is even though we don't just wake up magically as someone different the day after we've done something transformational or done something different for ourselves, those small shifts add up. And so as I've been working on decluttering my life in different areas and elements, my kitchen seemed to be the one area that was a continual challenge. I can't tell you the number of coaching conversations I had around my kitchen. And perhaps it's because it's a place as women we find to be where we spend a lot of time and our family gathers. So I want for my kitchen to be a place of peace and joy and not clutter and junk and stuff. But what I know is our internal environment shows up in our external world. So what I knew was that my kitchen clutter still had a little bit to do with my internal clutter. And now that my external reality is showing how I feel internally, it's like a double whammy of excitement. Because I'm finally seeing the external reality of what I wanted. My desire is being expressed in more ways than one. Because it's totally cool about this whole experience was I didn't have to blow up to get my kitchen to look the way it does now. Didn't have to scream, didn't have to yell. I didn't even have to explain myself to anyone. Do you know the confidence and the excitement that comes from just that? And the really awesome part about when we change ourselves is that the people we love, we bring along with us. And that, my friends, is beautiful. I am giving my family a gift by being the woman that I desire to be and by doing the work that's required so that my external reality is also my internal reality. So I'm going to ask you a serious question today. Does your external reality reflect chaos Does it reflect unhappiness? Is there frustration there? What does your external reality say about what's happening for you internally? If you can't answer that question, or you know you need help getting to where you want to be in your life, I want to help you. Schedule a discovery call today. Get on the phone, let's chat. It's 45 minutes to an hour of your time. And you know what? The last 2 calls that I've had, do you know what they've said back to me? In an hour, you have explained and you've shown me what my blocks are. One even said, I've been on the phone with you for 40 minutes and you just told me my entire life story. I didn't tell her that. She told it to me, but I was able to tune into what was happening for her and what had been happening her whole life that was preventing her from stepping into who she truly desires to be. If you want that gift, claim it now. Schedule a call with me. The link will be in the chat box. Thank you so much. I look forward to talking to you. Have an amazing day.